important that you learn the preteritum form also,
Mm.
else upcoming topics like Katsui or passive form will be difficult to learn. So Katsui is basically another type of mood to express the situation. Katsui is basically like conjunctive sui. We call it conjunctive sui,
Mm.
which is usually being used to express your wishes,
Okay.
probabilities, or conditions which are contrary to facts.
Okay.
Let's say like irreal situations or your irreal wishes. If I would have, if I've had, since if I could have fly, something like this.
So it's not related to modal verbs.
It is related to modal verbs also. So these section which you are seeing, these are the different scenarios. How do we conjugate conjunctive soi?
Okay.
So it's like whole long topic. This is something which cannot be covered in a 2 hour class, and even if I do, it will be very hodgepodge in your head. So there are different steps, there will
Mm.
be different classes, there will be different sections in which we will keep progressing with Katsui. Initially you will understand the concept with some of the examples, then you will see how what all situations can be, like what all rules are there in order to conjugate them,
Okay.
then in what all situations it can be used.
Mm.
So that's how it's gonna go, because this is something that cannot be covered in just one go. Same goes with passive form also, like active passive form we have in English,
Right.
same we have
Right.
in German also. Okay, so now let's start today's class. In the last chapter, chapter number 3, which I was teaching last time, so
Mm-hmm.
here we are left with like only few topics, which is like some of them ausdrücken, when you are expressing something with the help of deshalb, darum, deswegen.
Okay. I have one more question, Aya. So
Hmm.
till now, whatever we are learning in Bayesians, okay,
Hmm.
this is all about preteritum, right? Like the ad topic or the Nicholas Weg summary. Okay, that
Yes,
that's
yes.
all related to preteritum because as you mentioned that in a novel we everything is written in the past form, right? So
So
I
this is like one of the example where past form can be used. So
uh,
in the last two texts which you have seen we did in the last class,
mm,
that was something which has happened already with somebody, and now how did they cope up with that, and what else did they do, and
okay,
how did they came over through tough times. So everything was happened has happened in the past.
past, right?
So as I was saying in my last class also, genitive, adjective endings, preteritums, these are something which will be very common in the texts which you will be reading.
Understand.
So here, as you can see, we have three connectors basically: deshalb, darum,
Mm,
and deswegen. So deshalb means that's why.
mm,
Darum is also like for that reason,
mm,
and deswegen because of that. So
okay,
overall, if you'll see, the meaning is same, but the usages changes. With different sentences, you will use different conjunction here or the connector. So these are the three connectors which does not again impact the structure. So now going forward, you'll see like you have like random and long list,
mm,
new words, connectors keep on coming. Some of them are impacting the sentence structure of the main sentence or the
right,
neighboring sentence, and some of them are not impacting. So this will keep on coming, and you will keep on learning new connectors. So deshalb, darum, and deswegen, they are the connectors which do not impact the sentence structure. On the contrary, das, as we already know, and so das is so that if something will happen, then something else will happen.
right.
And these are the two connectors which does impact the sentence structure, where the conjugated word goes at the end. Now, can you quickly read all three sentences first and try to tell me the meaning, and then these two sentences, then we'll do a quick exercise with that.
Okay, so first one, Ben's Freunde sind wheat work, deshalb
White Weg. Okay, let me give you the situation here, like on what basis these sentences are given. Wegen der Liebe nach Spanien. So there is one guy who I think has shifted to Spain. So wegen der Liebe nach Spanien, because of the love for Spain. So Bands erste 3 Monate. Bands first 3 months. This is the information given about Benz who might have shifted to Spain.
Benz Fronde sind weiter manchmal, deshalb ist manchmal
Traurig. Yes.
traurig.
Here, Ben's friends are far away. White as in wide and vague as in away. So they are far away. That's why that's why he is at times sad. That's why he's sad at times. Manchmal at times. Nummer 2.
Ben vermisst seine Geschwister, darum ruft sie oft an. So, Ben vermisst seine
Vermissen to miss. So Ben is missing his siblings. Therefore, he calls them. Darum ruft sie oft an. That's why or therefore he calls them often.
Third one, seine Frau hat viel Freunde. Deswegen gehen sie oft aus. So his wife has many friends. That's why she often go out.
So that pagan here is like because of that can also be the meaning because of that, because something is like you have a strong reason to have that happen. So because of that, due to that, or hence. So das wegen can also be used like hence.
Once again, I'm just noting it down, these connectors. Huh?
Okay, sure.
Dashalb is that's why. And darum is
that is also means that's why or therefore, and das wegen basically means hence or due to this, but that also means like therefore. So overall meaning is same, but there will be like very small like situation where they might be used at each other's place. So overall meaning is same.
so in any of sentence of all these three means I can use dashalb or darum or daswegen, right?
In some of the sentences.
But I'm talking about all these three. But yeah, maybe
Yes.
there can be other scenario where I have to use a specific word, right?
Yes, so let's say if you are saying Ben vermisst seine Geschwister, deshalb ruft sie oft an. He misses his friends or Geschwister, siblings. That's why he is calling them, or because of that, he is calling them. So both of them can also be right.
And das is
That,
that. Yeah,
that.
and so das is so that.
So that, yes. Geschrieben?
Yeah. Ben spricht so wenig Spanish, dass fast nicht versteht. So Ben speaks Spanish so fast that
So less, so wenig.
so
Ich
wenig
spreche ein wenig Deutsch, a little bit. So wenig, like so less.
fast nicht. Okay. And what is fast here?
Almost. Fast, like almost. Almost nothing. So he
So
speaks
Ben
so less
Spanish
Spanish that he understands almost nothing.
nothing. Okay.
That's
And their Spanish course marks pass, so does gern lernt. So the Spanish course is so much fun. Uh, is fun so that he can learn very much.
so that he learns very much, or he learns like happily, or in
Right.
sense of you're enjoying something, you're enjoying doing it. Okay. Now, here are four of the sentences, and you have to fill in the information as per your situation. Nicht zum Beispiel, meine Arbeit gefällt mir oder nicht oder gefällt mir nicht mehr. So it can be two situations, either positive or negative. So
Hmm.
whatever it is, you have to write it, and along with the reason. Sie müssen ausdrücken. You have to express that.
Reason also.
Yes. So not reason, basically the consequences, because we are using these information on deshalb, darum,
Correct.
deswegen. So these will have consequences. Like my job does not interests me much, or my job interests me much. That's why I am doing this, or it does not interest me much. That's why I am looking for another option. Something like that.
Correct.
So whatever fits, as according to that, you have to write further sentence for all these four.
Okay. Give Shrivan.
Okay, could you please send the picture?
Yeah. I read it out.
Yes, please read it.
Ja, meine Arbeiter, gefällt mir sehr. Deshalb ich mache das gut.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Meine Freunde sind mir wichtig, dass ich kann ihnen immer helfen.
Dass ich Ihnen immer helfen kann. Das na.
Hmm.
So can will go at the end.
What is the reason? Means why?
With that,
Okay, that.
Zodas. So there are two type of Zodas. Zo space das and then Zodas. So like here, Zo he speaks so less Spanish, and due to that, or in the result of that, he is not understanding anything. And then this Zodas, so that. So with both of them, the verb is going at the end, right?
Okay.
Nummer 3.
Ich möchte nicht gern äh, weg, weg, weg,
Weg ziehen.
wegsehen. Deswegen ich liebe das Platz.
Mm, no. I mean, the grammar is correct, but the sentence is not making much sense.
The meaning is I don't want to move away because
Mm.
I love the place.
So, because of that and because, though there is a difference between both of them.
Understand? Understand?
Hmm. So, there is a difference between using while, because, or deswegen.
Mhm. So I can write like I don't want to move away because due to um,
No, no, no. Ich möchte nicht gern wegziehen, deswegen, uh, 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 like something, deswegen bleibe ich nur hier oder deswegen suche ich eine neue Arbeit nur hier. So I don't want to move. That's why I'm looking for a new job here only. Something like this.
correct.
Last one.
Ja, ein neuer Wohnort muss ganz toll sein, sodass die Family kann glücklich leben.
Glücklich leben kann.
Leben kann, correct. Same
Hm.
case.
Yes. Okay. Gut geschrieben. Jetzt gehen wir weiter. Okay, now, mm, like in this book also, there will be so many, with each of the lesson, there will be so many such boxes where you will find the helping sentences, which through which you can write or you can explain any situation. Like in last chapter also, there were few such dialogues, and then here also. So in this particular section, This is about when you are explaining something about the past, or when you're describing any situation wie zum Beispiel, ich möchte über den Datum berichten. Maybe let's say there is a date where something historical have happened in your country, and then you are describing about that. So ich möchte über den dann Datum, maybe 15th August berichten. Dann an diesem Tag war, and what was happened, or an diesem Tag gab es, oder an diesem Tag begann, oder an diesem Tag hat. So this is like how you can explain, like on this day we had, or in this day there was, or in this way something new began. Dieser Tag ist wichtig, weil this day is important, because then for diesem Tag war, let's say if you're like I said, if you're describing about India's Independence Day, so before that day what was the situation, and danach, like before 15th of August, we were not independent, and then after that India got independence. Dann jedes Jahr feiern die Menschen diesen Tag. Every year people celebrate this day. The fire begins, the celebration begins. Like Chinese New Year, maybe Chinese New Year people celebrate for a whole week. So if something you are explaining that way, maybe you can say like the celebration begins on this day, what all people do, and then it ends on this day. Or maybe like 26th January or 15th August, how it began, what all activities happens, people eat something, or they celebrate in certain manner, like in different country people cook something on that particular day. So like this is something you can use to explain how what people exactly do on that day, how that day begins, and then what all people do and what all do they eat. So basically in a nutshell, how do they celebrate.
Correct.
Now this is one of the homework you will be doing. For tomorrow you will pick a day, anything, maybe any festival, or uh, anything related to the nation. You can write about that.
Sure.
Any historical day of your country, and then you have to write a short note on that.
Correct.
Okay, can we write her? And once you practice from this book, please don't miss this page. This is a good summary of whatever you have, important things you have learned in the chapter. Then sorry, this is something we have done already. This is just for like revision. If you could remember, in chapter 1 we did like how you do bookings, and whenever you have to find a hotel or any holiday home, so how the conversation goes. So these are the things which you can go through once you revise. Okay, so just a second. So before we start doing this, I am starting one small grammar topic, which is Verben mit Präpositionen. So we have learned so many prepositions so far, and as I told you previously that there are some of the verbs which are fixed accusative, and then there are some of the verbs which are fixed dative, wie zum Beispiel gehören, to belong, oder helfen. They are fixed dative. Similarly, we have some of the verbs which comes with fixed preposition. If you are trying to say something in that particular manner, only that particular preposition can be used with that. So if you remember in A1 wir haben gelernt, ich warte auf deine Antwort. So I'm waiting for your answer. I would look forward. So warten auf etwas. Oder auf etwas warten. When you wait for something. Auf etwas. This is like a small and quick example. So there are some prepositions which comes with fixed verbs. So this is a detailed explanation. I am reading some of the examples and then we'll see a summarized view of that and then we'll do some examples. So an. So an is basically when you have a mental process directed towards thing or person. Wie zum Beispiel, ich erinnere mich an das Datum. Sich erinnern an etwas. You remember the reflexive verbs, right? Which we did in A2.
Right.
So some of the verbs here in verbs with comes with prepositions, some of them will be like normal verbs, some of them will be reflexive verbs. So here, sich erinnern an etwas. So I remember on that day or I remember that day. Ich erinnere mich an das and then something. Ich denke an meinen Vater. When you are thinking of somebody. Ich denke an meine Frau. So this an here and then it is important that you understand that whether it's going to be accusative and or dative because this is the tricky thing here. So you'll have to understand that which which preposition will be used in accusative case or which preposition will be used in dative case. So this an is basically we are using here for accusative. So an das Datum, not den Datum. And similarly here an meinen Vater, not meinem Vater. I am thinking of my father. Oder ich glaube an Gott. Like I believe in God.
So if there is, dative case, we will not be using this, right?
Yes. So that depends. Like which verb you have to use exactly. Then when you are sending something or writing something to somebody, like I am writing a letter to, then you're writing. So in English we say to, but in German it comes with the sense of or perspective of at.
Okay.
Like if you could remember when we were doing vexel preposition, I am standing at the window or I am going to the window. So there in English we use to, but in German we have used an. Right? So similarly, that to is being used in the sense of an or at, or I am writing at my parents. So in English, though we say to, but in German that used in the sense of an. So ich schreibe an meine Eltern. Again, accusative. Now, auf. So it's a very common preposition that can be used to express the idea of physically or mentally looking towards something. Like I gave you the example of waiting for something, like I am taking care of something, I am waiting for something, I am looking at something, or I am concentrating at something. So when you are physically or mentally looking towards something or someone, or you're being aware of the person or thinking or things in front of you. Auf has like different like this is one of the most used verb with preposition. So there is there are like a long list of verbs with which auf is being used. Wie zum Beispiel, ich konzentriere mich auf meine Arbeit. I am concentrating on my work. So you are mentally looking towards something. Oder ich achte auf die Politik. Sich auf etwas achten. Sich auf etwas achten. When you pay attention towards somebody or something. Ich achte darauf. Like I pay attention to that. Oder ich achte auf die Politik. Like I pay attention to the politics. Ich antworte auf die Frage. So you're responding. Like you're waiting for also for the answer, and then you're responding an answer, or you're responding to a question. So ich antworte auf deine Frage oder ich warte auf deine Antwort. So for both of them. So when you're waiting also for the answer, or when you're answering for the question.
This one is the physical movement, and
Yes.
up two are the mental movement.
Yes. So yeah. So like both all three sentences, like when you're physically or mentally looking towards something or responding to something. But then, like I gave you the example of warten, this is like anticipation. So anticipation. Then we have when you're physically or mentally looking towards something or someone. Ich hoffe auf eine gute Note. I am hoping for a good grade.
Correct.
Sich auf etwas hoffen. When you are hoping for something, anticipation. Oder ich warte auf einen Freund. Oder ich warte auf deine Antwort. So hoping, anticipating. Ich freue mich auf meine Party. I am looking forward to my party.
Correct.
Ich bereite mich auf das Examen for. Again, anticipation, or in the sense of preparation, something which is going to happen. So vorbereiten, like to prepare. So trennbares Verb. So that's why for is at the end. Ich bereite mich auf das Examen for.
So these Swaraswab, it will be always, will be separated.
Yes, they if there is only one verb which is your separable verb, then it will be separated. But when you are using it with modal verb, then the whole verb will go at the end.
Correct.
And then the modal verb will get conjugated.
Right.
Again we write here für. So für, again another preposition which is accusative. This indicates that the action of the verb is in favor of the object. So there are certain lines which you have to pay attention to, which will give you an idea. Okay, that's how, or this is the reason why this preposition is being used. Wie zum Beispiel, ich interessiere mich für Musik. Sich für etwas interessieren. When you interest for something. Ich interessiere mich für Yoga. Ich interessiere mich für Tanzen oder Musik oder something else. So when you have interest for something. Ich entscheide mich für den Mercedes. Sich entscheiden für etwas.
So is this also indicating the interest, or no, this is something different? Deciding and interest both are similar.
No. This sentence and this sentence both are different.
Okay.
So this is basically means when you have interest for something, when you say I'm interested in it, so you will say ich interessiere mich für. and then for whatever you have interest or whatever you have interest for. So sich entscheiden für etwas is basically to decide for something.
Okay.
Like I have decided to buy a Mercedes, or I have made a decision on that particular thing. So ich entscheide mich für den Mercedes. Ich danke dir für das Geschenk. Now, this is a little complicated sentence. Don't get confused. Etwas. When you are thanking somebody for something. So now, this für is basically accusative preposition, but danken is dative verb. Okay, so that's why ich danke dir.
So this will be accusative.
No. So when you are thanking somebody, so since thanking is basically a dative verb, so that's why there has been kept here, and then für is accusative preposition, so that's why das Geschenk. I thank you for the gift, or you can look it in the sense of also like what you are being thankful for
Mm.
what, and then to whom you are thanking. So you can
Right.
understand it in this sense also. Or who is thanking? I am thanking. So here I am nominative, this is dative, and this is accusative. So now in a very simple example like the same we use in English also. Ich verliebe mich in. Sich in jemand verlieben, when you fall in love with somebody. So in, like we use in English also. Ich
Correct.
verliebe mich in meine Freundin. Again, accusative. Now comes mit. Mit is basically dative. So ich spreche mit dem Lehrer. Ich rechne mit Erfolg. Ich fange mit einem neuen Buch an. Mit etwas anfangen. So mit is something, here it might look like that there is nothing special with mit, or they will be like with auf. There will be most of the sentences with which you can use, so many verbs with which you can use mit.
Right.
So at times some of the verbs which specifically comes with mit. So like for this, it might not look very special. Obviously, when you'll speak with someone, so this cannot be like fixed or unfixed categorized. This is something which is very understandable. I am speaking with somebody,
Right.
and then you start with something. So this is like very commonly used in English also. So it might not look very special here. Ich fange mit einem neuen Buch an. Mit etwas anfangen, to start with something. I am starting with a new book, or I am starting a new book. Maybe you are started reading or writing, whatever you do.
But the second doesn't talk about the with. I'm counting on success.
Hmm. Mit etwas rechnen. So ich rechne mit Erfolg. Here, rechnen basically means to count, like literally when you count something.
Mm.
Rechner, the calculator. So in mathematical terms, this word is used basically. But in English also, like we say, I am counting on you, or I am
Mm.
counting on success. So there, you are not literally counting something, but this is like in the sense of metaphorical way you are using that. So same is happening here also. Ich rechne mit Erfolg. I am counting on success.
Okay.
Now, let me show you the table because this is a very long list. So, like for example, this is what we have, like an, denken an, to think about something. Sich erinnern an, to remember something. Ich erinnere mich an, when you remember something or you recall something. Ich
Yeah.
erinnere mich an den ersten Tag in der Schule. I remember the first day in my school. glauben an, to believe in, like ich glaube an Gott, not in, like in English we say in, but not that in, we say an here. Schreiben an, like we saw already. Then auf, then we have in, für, mit. Now we have like na. So when you are asking for something or asking about something, ich frage nach etwas. When you have question about something and then you ask question about that particular topic. So fragen nach, nach plus dativ. Here also mich, mit plus dativ.
Mark is like about.
Yes, fragen nach. So when you are using fragen or when you are inquiring about something or asking about something, then you use fragen with nach. Okay, same goes with this über, sich ärgern, über, to get annoyed by. So über basically means like about. Here also it's about, but here it's being used in the sense of nach. But here über can be used in the sense of about also and by also. So, sich freuen über etwas, to be happy about. Sich lachen über, to laugh about. Reden über, to talk about. Sprechen über, to talk about. Like both of these things same. Reden as in diskutieren. Sprechen about, like you are the only one talking, another person not listening. So sprechen and then reden in the sense of discussion or a talk between a group. This is something like you are only talking.
So you have written accusative here. So it means this
So
is the
whatever,
accusative. Yeah.
yeah, so whatever noun will come here, the something or someone which you will be mentioning here, that will be mentioned in accusative sense.
Okay.
Then bitten to ask for or request for. Ich bitte Information, when you inquire or ask for information. Then von, abhängen von, to depend on somebody or something. Erzählen von, to tell about or to describe about. Halten von, to think or to feel about something. Halten as in something which you feel about or you carry something within you about somebody or something. Handle von, to deal with or to handle something. Träumen von, to dream of somebody or about somebody. Sich trennen von, to break up with somebody. And then these von, all of them will be dative. Wissen von, verstehen von, to know about or to understand about something. Dann vor, ich habe Angst vor. When you are afraid of something, you use vor. Sich Angst haben vor oder retten for, to save from. When you have saved somebody from something, then retten for. Now I have like some of the sentences. You read them and then we'll discuss. Because
Okay.
this will help to clear some of these in a better way.
Okay. So wir können noch nicht gehen. Wir müssen unseren Freunde Eric warten.
Auf. So these options, whatever is blue highlighted, these are the answers. So you can read it like, wir müssen auf unseren Freund Eric warten.
Okay, so it means
we cannot go as of now. We have to wait for our friend Eric. Und auch hier Akkusativ, Freund ist der Freund, also unseren Freund Erik warten.
Okay. Lisa bereitet sich auf ein großes Examen vor. So, what is bereitet? Bereitet.
Vorbereiten, to prepare for something.
So she is preparing for her the big exam, yeah, or the grand exam.
Yes, right.
Okay. Mein Bruder interessiert
Interessiert sich.
sich für Physik und Astronomy.
Mhm.
So my brother is interested interested for
Mhm.
physics and astronomy would be, I guess, biology.
Mhm. Dann
Okay.
noch hier.
Hast du Angst vor Führer? Means have
Feuer.
you
Feuer. Fire.
fire fire. Okay. Have you Angst is
Fear. Fear of fire.
fear. Fire, correct. Or is right, afraid of. Okay, so ich muss einen Brief an meinen Elternlehrer schreiben. So I must write a letter to my uh, teacher, elder
Old
teacher, old
teacher.
teacher. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Ich möchte mit Herrn Schneider sprechen bitte. So I must.
I would like to möchte.
Okay, yeah. I would like um, to listen.
To
No.
speak. Sprechen. Na?
Yes.
Like this is a normal sentence. I would like to speak with that person. To speak with.
Okay. Tante Uschi hat sich Onkel Hannes verliebt. So Aunt Uschi has sich in verliebt is to
Verliebt. To be in love with.
be in
Love with.
love with. Okay. So Aunt Ushi is in love with Uncle Hannes. Okay.
Yes.
Entschuldigung, ich bitte Verzeihung. So
Verzeihung.
Verzeihung. Sorry. I please forgive me.
Yes, I request for an apology or I request for forgiveness. Etwas bitten. So when you're requesting for something.
Glaubst du an Gott? Means do you believe in God?
Right. An etwas
Mein,
glauben.
correct. Mein Opa hat uns von seinen Erfahrungen in Zweiten, sorry, in Zweiten wirklich erzählt.
Weltkrieg. Weltkrieg is like
Weltkrieg.
world crisis.
Okay. So mein Opa is father, right?
Grandfather.
Grandfather. Okay, my grandfather has uh, his experience in um, Brighton two World
Second
War,
World War.
Second World War.
Hmm.
Experience in Second World War.
Yes. He has shared or he has explained, expressed, explained,
Okay.
described his experiences in Second World War. He has explained us or described us his experience in Second World War. Then this list.
Okay. Warum Argest du dich über deine Professorien. So why are you angry with your math professor?
Hmm.
Ich kann mich an seinem Namen nicht er, erinnern.
Erinnern. An seinen Namen nicht erinnern. Sich an etwas erinnern. When you're not like when you recall something or you remember something or you're not recalling something. So ich kann mich nicht erinnern. I cannot remember or I cannot recall your name.
Okay. Wir wurden nächste Woche mit einem neuen Kapitel anfangen. So, so we will next week.
Next week we'll start with the new chapter.
Werden is we will na
Yes, future tense.
future tense. Die ganze Class hat über den Walz gelacht.
Witz.
Witz, den Witz gelacht. Die ganze Class hat über
The whole
ganze
class
the whole
laugh,
class, right?
laugh
Uh,
on or about the joke.
was hältst du von dem
Helps.
hältst was hältst du von dem Erkrieg?
Iraq Krieg.
Iraq Krieg. Okay, Iraq means Iraq crisis.
Hmm.
What what you have on?
Yes, like to have or not to carry, like what you hold for.
Okay. Ich bin sehr böse auf meinem Freund. Er hat meinen Geburtstag vergessen.
Er
So,
hat mein Geburtstag.
Tag. So I bin sehr böse auf meinen Freund. I am very böse.
In meinen.
Okay. Bose is
Böse,
is
angry.
okay. I am very angry with my friend. He has forgotten.
On my birthday. So böse is angry and then müde, tired.
Okay.
लिख लो आप ये.
Hmm.
Geschrieben.
One second. Is okay. Done. So next is Das Buch handelt vor einem Family in Jahre das 80,
18,
1830.
1830, 1830.
The book has handled is history.
Handle to handle or to carry something like this.
The book handle the family
Hmm.
of
So the
year.
book holds or it has like information about a family in the year 1830.
Right. Achten of the Tripper here.
Treffer here.
Tripper here.
Auf etwas achten, to take care of something or somebody. So please take care of the stairs here. Treffer, stairs.
Yes. Ich was verstehe nichts von Chemie.
Chemistry.
Hmm. So, so verstehe is to
Understand.
understand. I understand. I don't understand. One is like about.
Yes, I don't understand anything from or about chemistry.
The Captain Hart seiner Company won dem Freund gerettet. Okay, the captain has the company of the enemy.
So the captain has saved the company of his enemy. Geretten. Retten means to save.
Okay.
So one more thing. There are two things like similar verbs actually or of similar meaning.
Mhm.
Then here sparen and then retten. So sparen is to save, like when you are saving money or when you are saving any physical thing for your future advancement.
Parrot.
Sorry. Then that is sparen. That means to save. But retten, as in to save somebody's life or somebody's company or in order to rescue. So basically, retten means rescue or save. And then this sparen when you are saving something for your future advancements.
Correct.
Okay, Shriban?
Yeah. You are on mute, Neha.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was saying, uh, you've heard about the Sparan and Retin, right?
Yes. Oh.
Okay, so I was saying this is like further exercise which we have for this particular topic. These two things, these two
Mm.
exercises will be your homework.
Okay.
So these are pretty simple to do because here you have to fill in the words. Prepositions are given already. Okay.
So
So
this document is on Drive, right?
I will put it in Drive. It's not there as of now.
Can you just let me know the pointers? Is which one is that?
Pointers means
It's which topic
last
page? Yeah. Okay.
verbal mid preposition that will be saved as
Mm.
verbal mid preposition behinds. Okay.
Mm.
Last two exercises you'll have to do, and then the homework about writing the date when you're explaining something in history.
Historical day. Yes. This is for tomorrow, right?
Hmm. So the writing part you should do by tomorrow. This grammatic thing you can maybe do later if you have less time. Okay, now there is one quick interview. So I'm starting a new chapter, Arbeits Welt, the Arbeits world basically. So here we are talking about a lot of professions. How do you prepare for your interview? What all information you should have there, and then some of the grammar topics. Okay, can you quickly read this? Then I'll explain.
Okay. So Frau Zeiger, sind Sie zufrieden in Ihrem Beruf?
Hmm.
Ja, jetzt schon. Jetzt habe ich meinen Beruf gefunden. Ich denke, dass ich dabei bleibe.
Dabei bleibe. Dabei as in with that.
Ist da den so daran? Ich breite total selbst, selbstständig, äh,
Selbstständig.
ständig. Äh, und es gibt immer weiter neue herauf vor, äh, Herausforderungen.
Heraus. Heraus. Forderungen.
Herausforderungen. Das ist mir auch wichtig. Aus, äh, außerdem,
Außerdem
außerdem habe ich eine geregelt
geregelte Arbeitszeit. Okay.
Arbeit.
So here, somebody in the interview, this female is being asked that Frau Grieger, sind Sie zufrieden mit Ihrem Beruf? Are you satisfied with your job? And she's saying, yeah, jetzt schon. Yes, now she is. Now she has found a job, like my job as in something suitable for her, like my kind of job. So she's saying she has found like her job, and she thinks, I think, dass ich dabei bleibe. And I think that I'll stick to it, I'll stay with it. Was ist so denn gut daran? And what is so good about that? Ich arbeite total selbstständig. So she's working here totally like independently or solely. Like everything is on her only. And then und es gibt immer wieder neue Herausforderungen. And then there are always new challenges. Herausforderungen, challenges. Das ist mir auch wichtig, and that is also important for me. Apart from this, außerdem habe ich eine geregelte Arbeitszeit. And she's saying apart from that, she has her defined work timings. Dann,
Die mehrere Beruf ausprobiert. Ich habe
Ashwin, your voice is not coming.
Is it clear now?
Yes.
Warum haben Sie mehrer Beruf ausprobiert? Ich habe zuerst Chemie studiert.
Zuerst, initially or first of all, zuerst.
First. Fiel ich das in der Schule gern. Sorry?
Weil ich das in der Schule gern hatte.
Ja, weil ich das in der Schule gern hatte. Außerdem wollte ich Waisenschlafterin werden. Aber dann habe ich meinem Liebe zur Technik ernst genommen und habe es nochmal was Neues gelernt. Sind Sie mit dem Gehalt zufrieden? Gehalt, ja. Gehalt zufrieden? Ja, es kann ja immer ein bisschen mehr sein, aber ich verdiene ziemlich gut.
Good, yeah. So here she's being asked, warum haben Sie mehrere Beruf ausprobiert? Like, why have you tried so many jobs? So she's answering, ich habe zuerst Chemie studiert. I initially studied chemistry because I had it, because I love to had it in school. Apart from that, wollte ich Wissenschaftlerin werden. And apart from that, I wanted to be a scientist. Wissenschaftler oder Wissenschaftlerin. Wissenschaft, science.
Science.
Wissenschaftlerin, scientist. Please note it down.
Yeah.
Aber dann habe ich meine Liebe zur Technik ernst genommen. But then she was more inclined towards, so here when she said meine Liebe zur Technik, then she's actually saying is then she got more inclined towards like you have developed love for some other subject or some other career path later on. So have more inclination towards something else. Und hab nochmal Neues gelernt. And then she learned something new. Sind Sie mit dem Gehalt zufrieden? Are you satisfied with the salary? Gehalt, salary. Naja, Es kann ja immer ein bisschen mehr sein. Not exactly. It can like always be a little more. But she's saying, but as of now, she's earning good. Verdienen, to earn.
Ferdinand.
Okay, now I'm playing the audio for this one,
Hmm.
and then let's understand what all information she is giving.
Okay.
Und Kapitel 4 Arbeitswelt. Aufgabe 2a und b.
Aber dann habe ich meine Liebe zur Technik ernst genommen und habe noch mal was Neues gelernt.
Sind Sie mit dem Gehalt zufrieden?
Naja, es kann immer ein bisschen mehr sein, aber ich verdiene ziemlich gut.
Frau Geiger, was ist in Ihrem Beruf wichtig? Das ist ja kein leichter Beruf.
Das stimmt. Als Mechatronikerin darf man keine Angst vor schwerer Arbeit haben und keine Angst davor, auch mal richtig schmutzig zu werden.
Gibt es noch etwas, das sehr wichtig ist?
Man muss genau sein, sehr genau. Und man muss immer eine Lösung finden. Jeder Auftrag ist anders. Das gefällt mir und das kann ich auch gut. Ich bin kreativ.
Ist das genug für Ihren Beruf, genau und kreativ zu sein?
Nein, nein. Ich habe Spaß an Technik. Das ist das Wichtigste. Und Elektronik gehört auch dazu, also die Arbeit mit dem Computer.
Wie haben Sie gemerkt, dass Mechatronikerin Ihr Beruf ist?
Ich fahre gern Motorrad und ich habe ein altes Motorrad repariert. Da habe ich gemerkt, dass ich gern mit Metall arbeite und dass mir Technik sehr viel Spaß macht.
Was haben Sie vorher gemacht?
Ich habe zuerst einmal Abitur gemacht und habe dann gleich begonnen, Chemie zu studieren.
Haben Sie das nicht gern gemacht?
Doch, doch, das war schon gut. Besonders das Studium, das hat Spaß gemacht. Deshalb habe ich auch lange studiert. Und ich habe, wie viele andere Studenten auch, in den Ferien gearbeitet und später auch neben dem Studium.
Was für einen Ferienjob hatten Sie denn?
Zuerst war ich Briefträgerin, 3 Jahre, immer im Sommer. Und dann gleich 2 Monate lang. Das war ein guter Job.
Sie sagen, das war ein guter Job? Muss man nicht früh aufstehen?
Doch, doch. Ich musste um 4:30 aufstehen und um 5:30 in der Postzentrale sein. Das war schon hart. Aber ich war gegen Mittag fertig und hatte am Nachmittag frei, wie viele Freunde auch. Und die Bezahlung war okay.
Sie sagen, das Chemiestudium hat Spaß gemacht. Sie waren also Studentin und in den Sommerferien Briefträgerin. Und dann waren Sie Chemikerin.
Nein, so stimmt das nicht ganz. Ich habe später auch neben meinem Studium als Kellnerin gearbeitet. Da habe ich auch ganz gut verdient, vor allem mit dem Trinkgeld. Und ich hatte immer viel Kontakt mit Menschen.
Warum haben Sie gerade als Kellnerin gearbeitet?
Da konnte ich am Abend und in der Nacht arbeiten, eben neben dem Studium.
Wie lange haben Sie als Chemikerin gearbeitet?
2 Jahre. Nach meinem Studium war ich 2 Jahre in einer großen Firma und habe im Labor Kontrollen gemacht.
Warum sind Sie nicht Chemikerin geblieben?
Ich habe im Labor immer dieselben Tests gemacht. Es war meistens dieselbe Arbeit.
Und dabei haben Sie Ihre Lust an Technik entdeckt, stimmt's?
Ja, genau. Deshalb habe ich auch beschlossen, dass ich noch mal etwas Neues lernen will. Und ich habe eine Ausbildung gemacht als Mechatronikerin. 3 Jahre Ausbildung und daneben die Berufsschule. Und das habe ich noch keine Minute bereut, dass ich jetzt diese Arbeit mache.
Okay. Was it understandable?
Not exactly, but starting का थोड़ा सा clear था कि that he was asking for the salary and she said कि yes, as of now it is good.
Okay.
Then
So So this conversation is in continuation with whatever we have read so far. I'll play it one more time. Now, what you have to do first, now pay more attention to it and start making notes also, like whatever you will be understanding. So there are two things which you have to do. So first you have to understand, so there are four things this female has done in her career so far. So like she was Briefträgerin, she was postman also, she was Chemikerin also, she was a waitress also, and then she's a technician as well. So first, basis the conversation, you have to figure out in welcher Reihenfolge, in which pattern or like a chronological order. You have to segregate it. Like first she did what, then she did what, accordingly. Then what you have to do, you have to note down some points with like which are more important, which are like most important points for her job, or what she has to do then, or what was the outcome of that particular job, like anything which was you can say the USP of that particular job she's mentioning, anything,
Okay.
be it the way she has to work, or maybe the outcomes, or what exactly she's doing, anything.
Okay.
Okay, let me play it one more time.
Kapitel 4 Arbeitswelt Aufgabe 2a und b.
Aber dann habe ich meine Liebe zur Technik ernst genommen und habe noch mal was Neues gelernt.
Sind Sie mit dem Gehalt zufrieden?
Naja, es kann immer ein bisschen mehr sein, aber ich verdiene ziemlich gut.
Frau Geiger, was ist in Ihrem Beruf wichtig? Das ist ja kein leichter Beruf.
Das stimmt. Als Mechatronikerin darf man keine Angst vor schwerer Arbeit haben und keine Angst davor, auch mal richtig schmutzig zu werden.
Gibt es noch etwas, das sehr wichtig ist?
Man muss genau sein, sehr genau. Und man muss immer eine Lösung finden. Jeder Auftrag ist anders. Das gefällt mir und das kann ich auch gut. Ich bin kreativ.
Ist das genug für Ihren Beruf, genau und kreativ zu sein?
Nein, nein. Ich habe Spaß an Technik. Das ist das Wichtigste. Und Elektronik gehört auch dazu, also die Arbeit mit dem Computer.
Wie haben Sie gemerkt, dass Mechatronikerin Ihr Beruf ist?
Ich fahre gern Motorrad und ich habe ein altes Motorrad repariert. Da habe ich gemerkt, dass ich gern mit Metall arbeite und dass mir Technik sehr viel Spaß macht.
Was haben Sie vorher gemacht?
Ich habe zuerst einmal Abitur gemacht und habe dann gleich begonnen, Chemie zu studieren.
Haben Sie das nicht gern gemacht?
Doch, das war schon gut. Besonders das Studium, das hat Spaß gemacht. Deshalb habe ich auch lange studiert. Und ich habe, wie viele andere Studenten auch, in den Ferien gearbeitet und später auch neben dem Studium.
Was für einen Ferienjob hatten Sie denn?
Zuerst war ich Briefträgerin, 3 Jahre, immer im Sommer. Und dann gleich 2 Monate lang. Das war ein guter Job.
Sie sagen, das war ein guter Job? Muss man nicht früh aufstehen?
Doch. Ich musste um 4:30 aufstehen und um 5:30 in der Postzentrale sein. Das war schon hart. Aber ich war gegen Mittag fertig und hatte am Nachmittag frei, wie viele Freunde auch. Und die Bezahlung war okay.
Sie sagen, das Chemiestudium hat Spaß gemacht. Sie waren also Studentin und in den Sommerferien Briefträgerin. Und dann waren Sie Chemikerin.
Nein, so stimmt das nicht ganz. Ich habe später auch neben meinem Studium als Kellnerin gearbeitet. Da habe ich auch ganz gut verdient, vor allem mit dem Trinkgeld. Und ich hatte immer viel Kontakt mit Menschen.
Warum haben Sie gerade als Kellnerin gearbeitet?
Da konnte ich am Abend und in der Nacht arbeiten, eben neben dem Studium.
Wie lange haben Sie als Chemikerin gearbeitet?
2 Jahre. Nach meinem Studium war ich 2 Jahre in einer großen Firma und habe im Labor Kontrollen gemacht.
Warum sind Sie nicht Chemikerin geblieben?
Ich habe im Labor immer dieselben Tests gemacht. Es war meistens dieselbe Arbeit.
Und dabei haben Sie Ihre Lust an Technik entdeckt, stimmt's?
Ja, genau. Deshalb habe ich auch beschlossen, dass ich nochmal etwas Neues lernen will. Und ich habe eine Ausbildung gemacht als Mechatronikerin. 3 Jahre Ausbildung und daneben die Berufsschule. Und das habe ich noch keine Minute bereut.
Okay, now did you understood what all things she has mentioned she has done so far?
She has speak a lot, but not all the things. I've noted few things. Okay,
Okay.
so like
So can you send me the picture, whatever you have noted down, and then we'll discuss it.
I actually took the rough note.
No
So
problem. No problem. Send it. Or it's okay if you think it's too messy to send. That's okay. But give me a quick summary, whatever you have understood from this long conversation. जो भी थोड़ा बहुत कुछ समझ में आया है आपको.
I understand that the pattern of her work was initially she was brief Tagarian,
Trägerin,
okay,
sehr
and
schön.
then
Dann,
uh, for 2 years she was a shamikarin for 2 years in her career,
yeah,
right?
like a chemist or like somebody who works in the laboratory basically.
Right.
Not the chemist who the chemist who works in the pharmacy, but the one who works in the laboratory.
Hmm.
But
But
here, did you could you like understand the sentence when the interviewer said, okay, that you have worked here, and then you were a chemikerin, and then she said, no, it actually did not happen that way. So what happened was when she was studying the to when she was doing her study for chemistry
hmm,
in maybe her college or in her higher studies, so she was working part time. Initially, she worked as a brief Trägerin, and after that, she worked as a Kellnerin also
right.
during her studies. So she worked for this first, then this, and then for 2 years she worked as a chemikerin, and now she
Currently she
is
is,
a Nishatronikerin, which is like a mechanic or something, or a technician.
and she was creative. She has fun doing it. She used computer, and she once went to the motor repairing shop,
Hmm.
and there something happened, and she liked the technical things of like the motor repairing and all.
Hmm. So she, while she was working in the laboratory, she developed her job for technicalities, and then she became this and started learning this. So initially, also she had some she had some interest doing repairing some old cars or anything which is old, and that's how she developed her interest. And now she is working als ein Mechatronikerin. Okay.
Right, yeah.
Um, So here there is a transcription also. If something is not clear, you can go through that and then you'll understand the pattern.
Correct.
Okay, now before we wrap up the class, one quick exercise, written exercise for you. Was
Mhm.
ist in Ihrem Beruf oder Ihrem Wunschberuf wichtig? So what is important in your job or in your dream job? Was muss man gut können? So you have to write a short note, like in giving information about your job, like what all you can do, what exactly is important in your job, what all you can do,
Okay.
like giving a short description. Try to write 4 5 sentences. 4 5 sentences as in the sense of paragraph, not a pointers.
Right, right.
So this is what you do. I'm trying to write some points which might be helpful for you.
Okay.
Should I send? I have written few lines.
Yes, please send it. Okay, bitte lesen Sie das vor.
Yeah. In meinem Beruf, ich mag the Arbeit. Means in my job, I like the work. Ich
Mag ich die Arbeit. In meinem Job first place, mag at second place.
mag ich die Arbeit.
Hmm.
Ich Kunden beraten immer für eine Lösung finden. So means I always consult with
In order to find the solution, that is what you're trying to write, right?
yeah.
Ich berate, so as separable verb. So like if you can see, one is noun and then one is verb. So obviously this is separable. Ich berate immer die Kunden, eine Lösung zu finden, in order to find a solution. Then
We'll be using
eine Lösung zu finden, zu, in order to. So plus noun plus zu plus verb, zu.
meine Arbeit proaktiv sein Fragen an. So
Meaning?
my work sein Fragen an. पता नहीं मैंने क्या लिख दिया.
In meinem Arbeit muss ich proaktiv sein.
Right, कुछ ऐसे लिखना था.
In meinem Arbeit muss ich proaktiv sein. Like in my job, I have to be proactive. Und ich mag mein Arbeit als
Gehalt is good here. So and in
so this als like you have written in the sense like in the sense of because I like my job as the salary is good here. So this as actually should be because the salary is good. This als we use in German when we are comparing. This as this is better than or compared to that.
okay,
Or
so
as I was child. So it should be because ich mag mein Arbeit, weil Gehalt ist auch, weil Gehalt auch gut ist.
is here.
Here ist, while
Here.
you're using while now, so verb will come at the end.
Ich habe viel Chancen auch hier. So I have many opportunities here.
Chancen, not Chancen, Chancen. And what all good things a person can do in your job?
Other than work? It's, we can take holidays.
Okay, think about it and then we'll discuss it more. Like what all good things you can do. Like maybe positive points of your job. Maybe you're a consultant, so how you are actually benefiting this job, or what is like the main thing in your job.
Okay.
The positive points basically. Then in the last line you could have also written ich habe viele Chancen here im Ausland zu arbeiten, to work in abroad. Like I have many chances here or opportunities to work in abroad.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, so now there are a lot of things for you to do as of now. If not all, maybe try to write that writing part, and then the rest when it comes to reading. This is something you can do in the weekday also whenever you have time.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
And I will save this sheet in a while in the drive.
Okay, so I have to do the history thing, the historical day, and
the grammar portion if you have time.
Yes, the sheet, no? Okay.
Yes. Okay, then I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye now.
Bye bye. Take care.